Hello, welcome. Welcome to Australia, welcome to Australian Book Travels, and welcome to this week's travel video. Over the coming weeks, we will be exploring a selection of towns in northeast Victoria and one historic and beautifully restored pet-friendly cottage holiday accommodation. But let's begin our travels in the interesting town of Violet Town. Violet Town is located 174 kilometres north of Melbourne, 142 kilometres west of Bendigo, and approximately 92 kilometres from the nearest point of the Victorian and New South Wales border. Violet Town is nestled at the foothills of the Strathbogie Ranges within the Shire of Strathbogie Local Government Municipality and along Honeysuckle Creek. Situated on Yorta Yorta country, Violet Town has a population of approximately 950, with an average yearly rainfall of 620 millimetres. The town has much to offer the inquisitive or weary traveller with its various hotels, cafes, assorted accommodation, post office, retail shops, hairdressers, art gallery, museum, florist, garden centre, vineyards, regional health centre and alternative healthcare. Aside from the town's settlement history and development, our focus today is centred around a rather sombre yet important reminder of life's fragility. Located on Cowslip Street, north of the rail station, just on the edge of the town's business precinct, is a memorial garden. Despite its proximity to the town, rail and main road, the garden is a quiet, sensitive and informative area, giving visitors a place to learn and reflect. These gardens were conceptualised, organised and begun in 2019 in commemoration of a tragedy that occurred not 1 kilometre from Violet Town. At around 7 a.m. on the 9th of February 1969, train driver John Bowden, in control of the well-known and well-used train, the Southern Aurora, providing an overnight passenger express service between Sydney and Melbourne, suffered a fatal heart attack on the overnight journey from Sydney. The Southern Aurora, with its 14 first-class sleeping carriages, was near capacity, with 192 passengers and 22 crew. Having suffered the heart attack, it has since been determined that train driver Bowden died almost instantly. However, this tragic event remained undetected for the next 10 kilometres of the journey. The Southern Aurora, travelling at full speed despite various line warnings and stop signals, eventually collided head-on with a fast freight train of 22 wagons carrying mainly new cars. This train was heading towards Sydney. The force of the collision propelled the locomotive of the Southern Aurora and several wagons of the freight train into the air. 6 of Southern Aurora's carriages were derailed, 1 completely crushed by other wreckage, 2 carriages telescoped into the rear of its locomotive, and 2 others rode over the top of the wreckage, suspending them 9 metres or 30 feet into the air. Spilt diesel fuel then caused the freight train to catch fire, quietly spreading to the Southern Aurora. Over 100 firefighters were on scene to assist with firefighting, rescue and recovery. Aircraft from Civil Aviation, the Royal Australian Air Force and Trans-Australian Airlines were used to transport further rescuers, rail officials and investigators to the crash scene. 9 people died and 117 were injured that morning, with many, many others, including volunteers, never forgetting what they heard and saw. The beautiful memorial gardens pay tribute to the deceased, injured, rescuers, volunteers and emergency crew who were on scene that fateful morning. After 55 years, Violet Town has certainly recovered, but it has never forgotten. Sitting in the garden, learning and reflecting is a privilege and was both moving and peaceful. A refresh, a walkabout, and a chance to learn more about Australia, its people, its history, its sense of gratitude and compassion in times of loss and tragedy is what a visit to Violet Town will gift you. If you are ever visiting Northeast Victoria, a stop at Violet Town should definitely be on your to-do list.